Good morning. Good morning. Some big news coming in overnight. Just woke up to find that the U.S. Armed Forces, Special Forces went in and did a raid in Venezuela, some airstrikes, and we went in and captured Nicolas Maduro, Venezuelan's dictator, and arrested him. Brought that drug lord down, and he is in American custody somewhere right now. So it's super badass. We're waiting for the president of the United States to go live to address the nation on this right now. So this is pretty exciting. I'm really excited to hear what he has to say. Let's go. I'm hearing some in the background here. Let's go over to. It should be any minute, guys. Oops, end workout. Forgot I had my workout. Okay, so a mile and a half pretty much. Okay, that's not a bad walk. Maybe while we're waiting here, we will just kind of jump over. I'm going to monitor this on my phone because I don't want to miss it. But let's go. Hold on real quick. Let's see here. Let's go to YouTube here. Let's go to Fox News. Okay, so we can kind of keep an eye on this here. Okay, so now let's go over here. Let's check this out.
Well, it looks like we're starting out 2026 with a bang. U.S. Special Forces, including Delta Force, just conducted an airstrike and a ground raid in Caracas, resulting in the capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, who they extracted from the country, and now they're extraditing them to the United States so that Nicolas Maduro can stand trial. Now, this appears to be more of a limited raid rather than a full-on regime change invasion, because there's no other troops in the country in Venezuela. They went in, they pulled Nicolas Maduro, and then they bounced. Either way, this does not appear to be a full-scale invasion, but more so a surgical strike, including Delta Force, and they conducted some softening strikes to make sure that when the ground raid landed there with the 160th SOAR, that they were able to get in, capture Nicolas Maduro at his residence, and fly him out of the country along with his wife without having to actually send in any large ground force. There's been a bunch of cell phone footage circulating that civilians recorded of the U.S. Army's 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, showing the CH-47 Golf Chinooks that they have, as well as other military helicopters flying pretty close to the ground over the capital of Caracas. In any case, President Donald Trump posted on Truth Social at about 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time saying, quote, "The United States of America has successfully carried out a large-scale strike against Venezuela and its leader, President Nicolas Maduro, who has been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country. This operation was done in conjunction with U.S. law enforcement. Details to follow. There will be a news conference today at 11 a.m. at Mar-a-Lago. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump." So they're going to be holding a press conference today on the 3rd of January at 1100, and we are going to be live covering that as soon as that happens. Well, it looks like we're...
That is awesome. So that is awesome. Let's see here. Oops, got caps lock on. Wow, okay. Look at Venezuela.
The worst state to live in right now is Colorado.
Agree with this guy.
Nobody's talking about it.
I spent 30 years in the insurance.
Wow. Look at Venezuela. Look how happy their people are. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Wow. Wow. That is so great. Look how happy the people are. That's how you know you did something right. Is when the people on the ground, the normal everyday people, are happy about it. People who probably truly suffered under this narco dictating president. Wow. I'm watching massive celebrations in the streets of Venezuela. The people there are having a party! Exclamation mark. That's too cool, and that is live.
An assault like people have not seen since World War II.
Oh!
Caracas, to bring outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro to justice. This was one of the most stunning,
Here we are.
effective, and powerful displays of American military might and competence in American history. And if you think about it, we've done some other good ones, like the attack on Soleimani, the attack on al-Baghdadi, and the obliteration and decimation of the Iran nuclear sites just recently in an operation known as Midnight Hammer. All perfectly executed and done. No nation in the world could achieve what America achieved yesterday, or frankly in just a short period of time. All Venezuelan military capacities were rendered powerless as the men and women of our military, working with U.S. law enforcement, successfully captured Maduro in the dead of night. It was dark.
Let's go, baby.
Lights of Caracas were largely turned off due to a certain expertise that we have.
Nice.
It was dark.
USA.
But captured along with his wife.
They got his wife too?
Flores, both of whom now face American justice.
Nice. Let's go.
Maduro and Flores have been indicted in the Southern District of New York. It's Jay Clayton, for their campaign of deadly narco-terrorism against the United States and its citizens. I want to thank the men and women of our military who achieved such an extraordinary success overnight with breathtaking speed, power, precision, and competence. You rarely see anything like it. You've seen some things in this country that didn't go so well. They were an embarrassment. If you look back to Afghanistan, or if you look back to the Jimmy Carter days.
The Jimmy Carter days were rough. Iran-Contra.
Respected country again, maybe like never before. These highly trained warriors, operating in collaboration with U.S. law enforcement, caught them in a very ready position. They were waiting for us. They knew we had many ships out in the sea, just sort of waiting. They knew we were coming. So they were in what's called a ready position. But they were completely overwhelmed and very quickly incapacitated. If you would have seen what I saw last night, you would have been very impressed. I'm not sure that you'll ever get to see it, but It was an incredible thing to see. Not a single American service member was killed.
There we go.
Not a single piece of American equipment was lost.
Let's go.
Many helicopters, many planes, many people involved in that fight. But think of that, not one piece of military equipment was lost, not one service member was, more importantly, killed. The United States military is the strongest and most.
He looks tired, dude. But he was up all night. But he hasn't slept.
And skills our enemies can scarcely begin to imagine. We have the best equipment anywhere in the world.
That's for sure.
There's no equipment like what we have, and you see that. Even if you just look at the boats, we've knocked out 97% of the drugs coming in by sea.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Each boat kills on average, 25,000 people. We knocked out 97%. And those drugs mostly come from a place called Venezuela.
And Mexico.
We're going to run the country until...
And China. Oh, hello.
Do a safe, proper, and judicious transition.
She's a good girl.
We don't want to be involved with having somebody else get in, and we have the same situation that we had for the last long period.
Absolutely right.
So
Venezuelan people got to elect.
Until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition.
We're going to run the country? I don't know about that.
Because that's what we're all about. We want peace, liberty, and justice for the great people of Venezuela. And that includes many from Venezuela that are now living in the United States and want to go back to their country, their homeland. You can't take a chance that somebody else takes over Venezuela that doesn't have the good of the Venezuelan people in mind. We've had decades of that. We're not going to let that happen. We're there now. And what people don't understand, but they understand as I say this, we're there now, but we're going to stay until such time as the proper transition can take place. So we're going to stay until such time as we're going to run it, essentially.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name
How are we going to do that?
just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Why am I...
Describe what you want.
Period of time. They were pumping almost nothing by comparison to what they could have been pumping and what could have taken place. We're going to have our very large United States oil companies, the biggest anywhere in the world, go in, spend billions of dollars, fix the badly broken infrastructure, the oil infrastructure, and start making money for the country. And we are ready to stage a second and much larger attack if we need to do so. So we were prepared to do a second wave if we needed to do so. We actually assumed that a second wave would be necessary, but now it's probably not. The first wave, if you'd like to call it that, the first attack was so successful, we probably don't have to do a second, but we're prepared to do a second wave, a much bigger wave, actually. This was pinpoint, but we have a much bigger wave that probably won't have to do. This partnership of Venezuela with the United States of America, a country that everybody wants to be involved with because of what we were able to do and accomplish, will make the people of Venezuela rich, independent, and safe. And it will also make the many, many people from Venezuela that are living in the United States extremely happy. They suffered. They suffered. So much was taken from them. They're not going to suffer anymore. The illegitimate dictator Maduro was the kingpin of a vast criminal network responsible for trafficking colossal amounts of deadly and illicit drugs into the United States.
That's for sure.
As alleged in the indictment, he personally oversaw the vicious cartel known as Cartel de las Solas, which flooded our nation with lethal poison, responsible for the deaths of countless Americans, the many, many Americans. Hundreds of thousands over the years of Americans died because of him. Maduro and his wife will soon face the full might of American justice and stand trial on American soil. Right now, they're on a ship. They'll be heading to ultimately New York, and then a decision will be made, I assume, between New York and Miami or Florida. But we have people where the overwhelming evidence of their crimes will be presented in a court of law. And I've seen it. I've seen what we have. It's both horrible and breathtaking that something like this could have been allowed to take place. For many years after his term as president of Venezuela expired, Maduro remained in power and waged a ceaseless campaign of violence, terror, and subversion against the United States of America, threatening not only our people, but the stability of the entire region. And you all saw it. In addition to trafficking gigantic amounts of illegal drugs that inflicted untold suffering and human destruction all over the country, all over in particular the United States, Maduro sent savage and murderous gangs, including the bloodthirsty prison gang, Tren de Aragua, to terrorize American communities nationwide. And he did indeed. They were in Colorado. They took over apartment complexes. They cut the fingers off people if they call police. They were brutal, but they're not so brutal now. And I just have to congratulate our military, Pete and everybody, and our National Guard, because the job that they've done, whether it's in Washington, D.C., where we have a totally safe city, where it was one of the most unsafe cities anywhere in the world, frankly, and now we have no crime in Washington, D.C. We haven't had a killing. We had the terrorist attack a few weeks ago. A little bit of a different kind of a threat, but we haven't had a killing in a long period of time, 6-7 months. We used to have two, on average, 2 a week in Washington, our capital. We don't have that anymore. The restaurants are opening. Everyone's happy. They're going, they're walking their daughters, they're walking their children, their wives, they walk to restaurants. Restaurants are opening all over Washington, D.C. So I want to thank the National Guard, I want to thank our military, and I want to thank law enforcement. It's been amazing. And they should do it with more cities. We're doing it, as you know, and we're doing it in Memphis, Tennessee right now, and crime is down. We've just sort of started.
This guy can talk forever. I don't know if we're going to listen to this whole thing.
And the governor of Louisiana called, great person, and he wanted us to help him, as you know. And
here we go. We're going to start ranting off on different topics.
Part of Louisiana, and we have done that. It was a rough section, and we have crime down. I understand it's down to almost nothing already after 2.5 weeks.
Let's stick to Venezuela, Mr. President.
And we've only been there for 2.5 weeks. Can't imagine why governors wouldn't want us to help. We also helped, as you know, in Chicago, and crime went down a little bit there. We did a very small help because we had no working ability with the governor. The governor was a disaster, and the mayor was a disaster. But it knocked down crime. But we're pulling out of there when they need us. We'll know. You'll know. You'll be writing about it. And likewise, Los Angeles, where we saved Los Angeles early on, where the head of the police department made a statement that if the federal government didn't come in, we would have lost Los Angeles. That's long after the fires. That's when they had the riots in Los Angeles. We did a great job. Got no credit for it whatsoever, but that's okay.
This guy.
Pulling out when they need us to call, or we'll go back if we have to. We'll go back. But we did a great job in various cities. But the place that we're very proud of is Washington, D.C., because it's our nation's capital. We took it from being a crime-ridden mess to being one of the safest.
I'm going to give this a couple more minutes, guys. If you don't...
But the gangs that they sent, raped, tortured...
He doesn't go back to talking about Venezuela. We're going to play some Redsec, some Battlefield.
And they were sent by Maduro to terrorize our people, and now Maduro will never again be able to threaten an American citizen or anybody from Venezuela. There will no longer be threats For years, I've highlighted the stories of those innocent
I know he
Americans
drives me
whose
insane.
lives were so heartlessly robbed by this Venezuelan terrorist organization. Really one of the worst. One of the worst. They say the worst. Americans like 12-year-old Jocelyn Nungary from Houston. Beautiful Jocelyn Nungary. What happened to her? They, as you know, they kidnapped, assaulted, and murdered by Tren de Aragua animals. They murdered Jocelyn and left her dead under the bridge. There was a bridge that will never be the same to so many people after seeing what happened. As I've said many times, the Maduro regime emptied out their prisons, sent their worst and most violent monsters into the United States to steal American lives. And they came from mental institutions and insane asylums. They came from prisons and jails. The reason I say both, they sound similar. Actually, prisons a little bit more hostile, a little bit tougher. A mental institution isn't as tough as an insane asylum, but we got them both. They sent from their mental institutions. They sent from their jails, prisons. They were drug dealers. They were drug kingpins. They sent everybody bad into the United States. But no longer. And we have now a border where nobody gets through.
Good.
In addition,
Can't have a sovereign nation without a border.
Unilaterally seized and stole American oil, American assets, and American platforms, costing us billions and billions of dollars. They did this a while ago, but we never had a president that did anything about it. They took all of our property. It was our property. We built it. And we never had a president that decided to do anything about it. Instead, they fought wars that were 10,000 miles away. We built Venezuela oil industry with American talent, drive, and skill, and the socialist regime stole it from us during those previous administrations, and they stole it through force. This constituted one of the largest thefts of American property in the history of our country. Considered the largest theft of property in the history of our country. Massive oil infrastructure was taken like we were babies, and we didn't do anything about it. I would have done something about it. America will never allow foreign powers to rob our people or drive us back into and out of our own hemisphere. That's what they did. Furthermore, under the now deposed dictator Maduro, Venezuela was increasingly hosting foreign adversaries in our region and acquiring menacing offensive weapons that could threaten U.S. interests and lives. And they used those weapons last night. Potentially in league with the cartels operating along our border. All of these actions were in gross violation of the core principles of American foreign policy, dating back more than 2 centuries. And not anymore. All the way back, it dated to the Monroe Doctrines. And the Monroe Doctrine is a big deal, but we've superseded it by a lot, by a real lot. They now call it the Monroe Document. I don't know. It's Monroe Doctrine. We sort of forgot about it. It was very important, but we forgot about it. We don't forget about it anymore. Under our new national security strategy, American dominance in the Western Hemisphere will never be questioned again. Won't happen. So just in concluding, for decades, other administrations have neglected or even contributed to these growing security threats in the Western Hemisphere. Under the Trump administration, we are reasserting American power in a very powerful way in our home region. And our home region is very different than it was just a short while ago. The future will be, and we did this in my first term. We had great dominance in my first term, and we have far greater dominance right now.
Oh, man.
Everyone's coming back to us. The future will be determined by the ability to protect commerce and territory and resources that are core to national security. These are core to our national security. Just like tariffs are, they've made our country rich, and they've made our national security strong, stronger than ever before. But these are the iron laws that have always determined global power. And we're going to keep it that way. We will secure our borders. We will stop the terrorists. We will crash the cartels. And we will defend our citizens against all threats, foreign and domestic. Other presidents may have lacked the courage or whatever to defend America. But I will never allow terrorists and criminals to operate with impunity against the United States. This extremely successful operation should serve as warning to anyone who would threaten American sovereignty or endanger American lives. Very importantly, the embargo on all Venezuelan oil remains in full effect. The American armada remains poised in position, and the United States retains all military options until United States demands have been fully met and fully satisfied. All political and military figures in Venezuela should understand what happened to Maduro can happen to them, and it will happen to them if they aren't just, fair, even to their people. The dictator and terrorist, Maduro, is finally gone in Venezuela. People are free. They're free again. It's been a long time for them, but they're free. America is a safer nation. This morning, it's a prouder nation this morning because it didn't allow this horrible person and this country that was doing very bad things to us. It didn't allow it to happen. And the Western Hemisphere is right now a much safer place to be. So I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank General Raisin Kane. He's fantastic.
Raising Cane.
With a lot of generals. I worked with some I didn't like. I worked with some I didn't like. I worked with some that just weren't good. But this guy is fantastic. I watched last night one of the most precise attacks on sovereignty. I mean, it was an attack for justice. And I'm very proud of him, and I'm very proud of our Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, who I'm going to ask to say a few words. Thank you very much.
Wow. Wow.
Explain how the U.S. will run Venezuela.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. Finally, a commander-in-chief the world respects and the American people deserve. And as the president said, words can barely capture the bravery and the power and the precision of this historic operation. A massive joint military and law enforcement raid flawlessly executed by the greatest Americans our country has to offer. American warriors are second to none, the best in the world and the best of our country. What all of us witnessed last night was sheer guts and grit, gallantry, and glory of the American warrior. I'm simply humbled by such men. And I tip my hat to our chairman, Dan Raisin Kane, and all those Americans who stood watch last night. Our warriors are the elite of America, and again, President Trump has your back. No other country on planet Earth, and it's not even close, could pull this kind of operation off. And no other president has ever shown this kind of leadership, courage, and resolve. The most powerful combination the world has ever seen. As the president said, our adversaries remain on notice. America can project our will anywhere, anytime.
Wow.
The coordination, the stealth, the lethality, the precision, the very long arm of American justice, all on full display in the middle of the night. Nicolas Maduro had his chance, just like Iran had their chance, until they didn't and until he didn't. He effed around, and he found out. President Trump is deadly serious about stopping the flow of gangs and violence to our country. Deadly serious about stopping the flow of drugs and poison to our people. Deadly serious about getting back the oil that was stolen from us. And deadly serious about reestablishing American deterrence and dominance in the Western Hemisphere. This is about the safety, security, freedom, and prosperity of the American people.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
First. This is peace through strength, and the United States War Department is proud to help deliver it. Welcome to 2026. President Trump. America is back. I'd like to welcome now our Chairman Raising Cane to give a few more details about the operation.
I might want to hear this. Hold on.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Thank you, Mr. President, and good morning. Last night, on the order of the President of the United States and in support of a request from the Department of Justice, as the President said, the United States military conducted an apprehension mission in Caracas, Venezuela, to bring to justice two indicted persons, Nicolas and Cecilia Maduro. This.
Oh, come on.
Store in your neighborhood. And the thing about neighborhoods.
And conducted during the darkest hours of January 2nd and was the culmination of months of planning and rehearsal, an operation that, frankly, only the United States military could undertake. What I'd like to do this morning is talk to you through some of the preparation and the details without compromising any of our tactics, techniques, and procedures. There is always a chance that we'll be tasked to do this type of mission again. Our interagency work began months ago and built on decades of experience of integrating complex air, ground, space, and maritime operations. While the past 2 decades have honed the skills of our special operations forces, this particular mission required every component of our joint force, with soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Guardians working in unison with our intelligence agency partners and law enforcement teammates in an unprecedented operation. We leveraged our unmatched intelligence capabilities and our years of experience in hunting terrorists, and we could not have done this mission without the incredible work by various intelligence agencies, including the CIA, NSA, and NGA.
NGA.
We waited, we prepared, we remained patient and professional. This mission was meticulously planned, drawing lessons from decades of missions over the last many years, many missions over these last many years. This was an audacious operation that only the United States could do. It required the utmost of precision and integration within our joint force. And the word integration does not explain the sheer complexity of such a mission. An extraction so precise it involved more than 150 aircraft launching across the Western Hemisphere.
Wow.
In close coordination, all coming together in time and place to layer effects for a single purpose, to get an interdiction force into
We have
downtown
such a
Caracas
badass military.
while maintaining the element of tactical surprise. Failure of one component of this well-oiled machine would have endangered the entire mission, and failure is never an option for America's joint force. Those in the air over Caracas last night were willing to give their lives for those on the ground and in the helicopters. Let me talk a little bit about the preparation. After months of work by our intelligence teammates to find Maduro and understand how he moved, where he lived, where he traveled, what he ate, what he wore, what were his pets. In early December, our force was set pending a series of aligned events. Key was choosing the right day to minimize the potential for civilian harm and maximize the element of surprise and minimize the harm to the indicted personnel so, as the President said, they could be brought to justice. And as the President said earlier today, weather in Venezuela is always a factor this time of the year. And over the weeks through Christmas and New Year's, the men and women of the United States military sat ready, patiently waiting for the right triggers to be met and the President to order us into action. Last night, the weather broke just enough, clearing a path that only the most skilled aviators in the world could maneuver through.
Night Stalkers.
Ocean, mountain, low clouds, ceilings. But when tasked with a mission, this organization does not quit. At 10:46 p.m. Eastern Time last night, the President ordered the United States military to move forward with this mission. He said to us, and we appreciate it, Mr. President, good luck and Godspeed. And those words were transmitted to the entire joint force. Over the course of the night, aircraft began launching from 20 different bases on land and sea across the Western Hemisphere. In total, more than 150 aircraft, bombers, fighters, intelligence, reconnaissance, surveillance, rotary wing were in the air last night. Thousands and thousands of hours of experience were airborne. Our youngest crew member was 20. And our oldest crew member was 49. And there's simply no match for American military might. As the night began, the helicopters took off with the extraction force, which included law enforcement officers, and began their flight into Venezuela at 100 feet above the water. As they approached Venezuelan shores, the United States began layering different effects provided by Spacecom, Cybercom, and other members of the interagency to create a pathway. Overhead, those forces were protected by aircraft from the United States Marines, the United States Navy, the United States Air Force, and the Air National Guard. The force included F-22s, F-35s, F-18s, EA-18s, E-2s, B-1 bombers, and other support aircraft, as well as numerous remotely piloted drones. As the force began to approach Caracas, the Joint Air Component began dismantling and disabling the air defense systems in Venezuela, employing weapons to ensure the safe passage of the helicopters into the target area. The goal of our air component is, was, and always will be to protect the helicopters and the ground force and get them to the target and get them home. As the force crossed the last point of high terrain where they'd been hiding in the clutter, we assessed that we had maintained totally the element of surprise.
Wow.
As the helicopter force ingressed towards the objective at low level, we arrived at Maduro's compound at 1:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 2:01 a.m. Caracas local time, and the apprehension force descended into Maduro's compound and moved with speed, precision, and discipline towards their objective, and isolated the area to ensure the safety and security of the ground force while apprehending the indicted persons. On arrival into the target area, the helicopters came under fire, and they replied with that fire with overwhelming force in self-defense.
Let's go.
One of our aircraft was hit but remained flyable, and as the president said earlier today, all of our aircraft came home, and that aircraft remained flyable during the rest of the mission. As the operation unfolded at the compound, our air and ground intelligence teams provided real-time updates to the ground force, ensuring those forces could safely navigate the complex environment without unnecessary risk. The force remained protected by overhead tactical aviation. Maduro and his wife, both indicted, gave up and were taken into custody by the Department of Justice, assisted by our incredible U.S. military with professionalism and precision, with no loss of U.S. life. After securing the indicted persons, the force began to prep for departure. Helicopters were called in to exfiltrate the extraction force.
Badass.
Fighter aircraft and remotely piloted aircraft provided overhead coverage and suppressive fire. There were multiple self-defense engagements as the force began to withdraw out of Venezuela. The force successfully exfiltrated and returned to their afloat launch bases, and the force was over the water at 3:29 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with indicted persons on board. And both Maduro and his wife were embarked aboard the USS Iwo Jima.
Wow.
In closing, what we've witnessed today is a powerful demonstration of America's joint force. We think, we develop, we train, we rehearse, we debrief, we rehearse again and again, not to get it right, but to ensure that we cannot get it wrong. Our jobs are to integrate combat power so when the order comes, we can deliver overwhelming force at the time and the place of our choosing against any foe anywhere in the world. I am immensely proud today of our joint force and filled with gratitude to represent them here today. There is simply no mission too difficult for these incredible professionals and the families that stand by them and support them. As we stand here this morning, our forces remain in the region at a high state of readiness, prepared to project power, defend themselves, and our interests in the region. This operation is a testament to the dedication and unwavering commitment to justice and our resolve to hold accountable those who threaten peace and stability. In closing, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women who executed this mission. Their courage and tireless commitment to our nation are what makes us strong. Thank you, Mr. Secretary, and thank you, Mr. President.
That's good for me, guys. Wow. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Peace through strength, baby. Peace through strength. Let's get it. That is just great. Okay, now is my controller going to work? Oh, boy. We'll have to find out. That is awesome. Getting the love it when you get the bad guys and help the good guys flourish, man. That's what we did. We got the bad guy, and now just go online. Look at the celebrations of the people of Venezuela. They're celebrating in the streets. They're listening to music. They're partying. They're cheering. They're free. They can do whatever they want. Wow. That is something else. That is something else. Wow. Good gracious. That was wild. That was absolutely wild. Okay, Battlefield, are you going to load up? There you go. It's taking its sweet time. Dude, it literally takes like an hour for my computer to boot up freaking Battlefield. I'm starting to think I don't have a freaking strong enough freaking CPU, dude. Oh no, see where the top right, it's all red. So that means we're gonna have to restart the game. Because the CPU's red says 37 FPS. It should be at minimum 60 right there. So we're gonna have to restart the game. We have to close out, restart, which sucks. That's okay though. Ah, there's a good girl, Athena. There's a good girl. There's toys in there. There's toys right there. That was surreal, man. Dude, that military operation sounded like a badass operation. And it's very, very rarely does a military operation go according to perfect plan like that. Like where you don't lose any people or any equipment. I mean, that's something else, man. That is something else. All right, now we'll go in and play a little bit of Redsec. You know. Battle Pass is impossible to get through. They need to be more specific with how we get through that faster. I mean, look at this stupid. I have not even completed one of these. Not even one. So silly. Definitely not going to be buying the Pro Battle Pass next time. Oh, we're almost level 100? Let's go. Let's get it. Nice. We got a teammate who's not level 1 or 2 or 6 or 5. I don't want to be jump leader though. I'll pass it off to this guy, man. Dude, it sounded like when that general was giving us a rundown on the operation, it sounded like we had special forces people on the ground, like hiding around the area. That is freaking awesome. Siege biscuit. Okay. I'll pass jump. Let's see where this guy goes. Going into frickin' battle.
Approaching the drop zone. Enemy shooters are swarming the area, so expect heavy resistance. I'll update you on the ground as info comes in. Good hunting. Go for deployment. Give him hell.
He passed it right back.
Dismount and deploy!
That's a major score. Way to go.
I always love this over here because we got these freaking sort of weapons, dude. Like,
You've got some mission updates. Review them when you can. You need to target enemy comms in the area. Pick up some explosives and shut it down.
does he understand he has to plant the fuse?
Hit that objective! Ryan, that location!
Don't let enemy shooters near that charge. That is a solid job. Way to go.
Dude, I need ammo.
Can we get support over here?
Roger. On the way. Major damage and left the enemy scrambling. Excellent work.
Somebody want to put this rifle to use?
lagging.
The more your team has, the faster they'll calibrate.
There's like nobody over here.
Got a dangerous posture! Mission complete. Keep punching hard out there.
Dude, we're getting a tank key card. Let's freaking go. Let's go, buddy. Whoa, I'm lagging like crazy.
Big key card spotted.
Sounds like homie doesn't want to drive the tank.
Marked combat vehicle trailer. Get over to that waypoint. That area doesn't look good.
Friendly has a target on their back. Take care of it. The heat is coming in fast. Watch your sector. Target down. Stay alert. They're gonna come after you. Check is cleared. You can't target in on you now.
It's dangerous here. Use caution. Got a bad feeling about that. Mark, the fucking bandit. Oh no,
Roger that. Here it comes. Battle's just heating up. Go ahead in the fight.
Ow. Oh, we just got fucked. See, it's like you do all that work. So that's why sometimes it's nice. Dude, the tanks are tough.
Sometimes your best isn't enough.
I don't even think I got a kill on that one. It was 0 killed. Oh, just got to level 100. We're in the blue. Wow, cool, man. I love that KV9. That thing is just a freaking beast. Oh boy, level 7, huh? Level 7. Okie dokie, Smokey. And assault class. So this person just started playing. They've probably only played a couple matches. So we're just gonna kind of go off to our own thing, I guess.
Hostiles are dropping into the target area and need to be
That's
stopped.
so great to see the citizens of that country. Whoa.
Alright, you're good to go for deployment. Post up.
I'll run it back over here, dude. I'll do one more. Oh shit, I got my flight pass all messed up, dude. Oh, he jumped wit?
Those classified materials could be a game changer. Nice work.
I need eyes on my position.
Roger that. Stand by. You've got the mission updates. Review when you can. Target enemy comms in the area. Pick up explosives and shut it down.
way.
That is a good find on those classified materials. Way to step it up.
I would like to find a freaking SMG.
Impressive. Tied that one up nice and tight.
I'll take this badass shotgun.
Listen up. Alright. Hostiles are picking up your signal. You gotta take out those sensors to keep them off your trail. That's a major score. Way to go. Good job. Now start tracking the next one.
What a dumbass. Doesn't know how to get through the fence.
Objective cleared. They can't target in on you now. Those classified materials could be a game changer. Nice work.
Reposition, move now!
Solid job. Way to go. Heads up. New mission incoming. Check your briefing. displays inbound. Watch your route.
I don't like the look of this. That area looks back to me. Rally on that location. Request immediate attack. That area doesn't look
You
good.
got it. On the way. Heads up. You got a new mission incoming. Check your briefing. Weapons drop about to hit the ground. Put it to good use.
Got a bad feeling about that.
Mission available.
I'm hit. Hang in there. That's it. Stay with me. Let's move.
Be ready. No second chances after this.
Got a dangerous posture. Tank destroyed.
Check your missions. Alright, you've got some enemy armor in your area. I'll get you some AT to deal with it shortly.
Enemy contact in my AO.
Battlefield is still crawling with hostiles. Stay alert.
Cannot get a kill this morning.
Check your mission. danger!
Use the weapon crate started!
Got a new mission for you. Details on your map. Details incoming. Stand by and be ready. Got a new mission ready.
Request FMV over my position.
Copy. Stand by. I don't have any more missions for you, but that doesn't mean it's safe out there. Keep your guard up. Last one standing. Make it count. Half the fight's behind you. Don't let up.
Ow. Dude, my fucking phone is blowing up so much. I literally... I'm having a hard time.
Stay alert for a hostile combat vehicle. Anti-armor gear bound to help you deal with it. You're almost at the end game. Keep pushing.
That's gay. Had a kind of can't get nothing done this morning.
Your side's been wiped out. You'll
Can't
it next
get
time.
2 games in a row, no kills. That's rough. kept saying there was a person at my front door. Oh. Couldn't get one frickin' snipe, man. I hate that. You go from winning a game yesterday to frickin' garbage today. It just is what it is.
drop zone. Now we need to find out what's going on. Keep comms open. You're cleared hot, so engage anything that moves.
I think that other ghillie suit is a better one. The one that you get with the game.
Time to get dirty.
Let's see where old boy wants to go. Where I've been dropping this morning has just been dull. I mean, I'm getting a lot of good like missions done and things like that, but really, bro, this is where you're taking me, huh?
Request immediate support here.
Roger that. Here it comes. Mission's updated. Review them when you can.
I need eyes on my position.
UAV inbound. Hang tight. One down. Zero in on the next one and move fast.
There's an 84 point over
There's
here.
the objective. Dump the target on you.
Position mark. Send it.
I read you. Here it comes.
Position mark. Field fire. Go on.
Hey, Charlie. On the way. Check your mission. Incoming strike in your vicinity. Move. Heads up. Check your map for new mission details.
No!
Mount Inferno.
What a crackhead! How do you think he knew where I was?
Make your way to that point.
Alright, support request in progress. You stay put while I zero in on your location. Got a new mission ready. Here comes that weapons drop. Incoming strike in your vicinity. Move. Heads up. Reinforcements coming in hot. New mission is up. It's marked on your map.
Move to that location.
That blaze is closing in. You don't have long to get clear. Kick it up a notch. You've got a lot of targets out there. Check your missions.
Custom weapon crate.
Clink.
Got a new mission for you. Details on your map.
Get to that target point! Move!
All right, new mission is up. Marked on your map.
I am a dead man because I don't have fucking plates, dude.
Let's run on that target point! Move! RV on that position!
You've got new mission details incoming. Stand by and be ready.
No! That sucks. That's what I get for running like a blind madman into nothing. Nice.
Keep pushing.
Yeah, there's no shot this dude's getting me back. I mean, if he tries, cool.
Missions are done, but stay alert till we're out of here.
That dude, he ain't making it, man. He is not making it. Damn, I didn't get to use my frickin' I quit like that? How does that work? Do I still get the points?
Okay, you have unknown shooters moving on the target area. Make sure you drop them all.
Man, they're partying in the streets! Exclamation mark. Oh, I'm jump leader, huh? Well, shoot. I don't really know where to go.
Reference, wait, boys, move them now!
Probably a really stupid fucking call. Yep, it was. Stupid.
Heads up. Enemy dropping into your area.
My nigga.
Heads up. Mission updates just came in. Beacons are marked. Listen up. The more your team grabs, the quicker they calibrate.
Objective marked.
That's a major score. Way to go. Good, you got the beacon. Now keep it slow. Moving too fast breaks calibration.
Got a bad feeling about that.
Mission complete. Keep punching hard out there.
Dude, I'm lagging all over the place right now.
Hostiles are picking up your signal. You gotta take out those sensors to keep them off your trail. One down. You're in on the next one and move fast. That is a good find on those classified materials. Way to step it up. All objectives destroyed. Enemy won't have a track on you now.
Use caution! Rally on that location!
Wow. That was funny.
Lock and lock.
I just go right back to the same spot. Fuck it.
Look alive. A friendly's redeploying.
Get to that target point! Move! Make your way to that point!
Coming in fast. Watch your sector.
They fucking take everything?
Alright. You got a mill-grade laptop in your area. Find it and download what you can. And once complete, extract the drive. And you're going to be visible to hostiles during the process, so stay alert. Drive will be ready soon. Keep your head on a swivel. You got a weapon drop rolling in. Either any second. Data over to the extraction point. Nice work. Looks like you found some solid intel.
Custom weapon crate started!
Got the drive and data intact. Nice work. Close to an airstrike. Clear out. Hostile shooter jumping into your area. New mission details incoming. Stand by and be ready.
Sniper!
New mission is up. Mark on your map.
RV in that position. Marked combat vehicle trailer.
Check your missions.
Contact, enemy infantry. Got a danger point.
Battle's just heating up. Keep your heads to fight. You've got new mission details incoming. Stand by and be ready.
That area doesn't look good. I don't like the look of this.
Frag out. Let's go.
Mission available. You are danger close to an airstrike. Clear out.
Marked combat vehicle trailer.
Got a new mission for you. Details on your map.
Got a vehicle transport over here.
Half the enemy is KIA. Keep dumping them.
I feel like this is just gonna get us killed.
You're all done with missions. Drop hostiles, stay alive.
Vehicle transport spotted. Looks suspicious. Watch yourself. Make your way to that point! Got a dangerous spot here!
Last one standing. This is it.
No way. Dude, that teammate was good, man.
Your side's been wiped out, but don't get hung up on it. You'll get it.
I'll stay with Squad if he wants to stay with. I'll run it back. Wow, there's a lot of cool reels and stuff about the attack on Venezuela, man. They effed around and they FAFO'd, man. Cannabis Cowboy. Let's see where this frickin' stoner goes. Ooh, where are we going there? Whoa, whoa. Bro, no. No. Well, you fucked us, buddy. Good job. Well, that's not a shock. One of your fucking dead, you chump. What? No! What's up with that fucking shoddy, dude? I was pulling the trigger as fast as I could. I only got off one burst.
You're heading back in.
Yo, Cannabis Cowboy, you need to chill the fuck out. Kind of try to do a little flyby here. Oh, yeah, we're fucked. No way. Nice.
That is a solid job. Way to go.
So your boy's gonna need a vehicle or something.
That blaze is closing in. You don't have long to get clear.
Holy shit, am I on fire right now?
Got a new mission for you. Details on your map. I'm coming. All right, new mission is up. It's marked on your map. Hostile armor in the target area. AT loadout coming your way.
Enemy tank!
Marked on your map.
Target marked. Fire for effect.
Yeah, you got it. On the way.
Are you kidding me?
Contact! Hostile troops sighted!
Current zone is closing in. You'll be compromised if you don't move it. Weapon drop coming in now. Scan with it.
Get the weapon box marked.
Really? Damn. Oh, shit, I would have been fucked anyways.
Enemy infantry!
There's no way this dude's getting me back. My guy. I wouldn't do none of that shit. Bro, there ain't no way you're getting me back. Wow.
Good to go. Sending you back in.
Still getting his audio.
Bird line incoming. Clear out while you can.
Spotted custom weapon crate.
Check your missions.
That area looks dangerous.
Heads up, you've got enemy armor in your area. I'll get you some AT to deal with it shortly.
Got a dangerous location.
You've got a new mission on the way. Review your briefing. Last one standing. Make it count. Big win with that intel. Keep it up. Check your missions. Nice work. Looks like you found some solid intel.
Custom weapon crate.
Got a new mission for you. Details on your map. Enemy numbers are dropping. Slack off.
I need eyes on my position.
Okay, here it comes. Got a new mission for you. Details on your map. Heads up. New mission incoming. Check your briefing. I don't have any more missions for you, but that doesn't mean it's safe out there. Keep your guard up. Stay alert for a hostile combat vehicle. Anti-armor gear inbound to help you deal with it. Excellent. Way to hit pay dirt. Intel like this can make all the difference. We're down to the wire. I'm sending AT your way to take out enemy armor. Stand by for drops.
Such garbage. I'm lagging all around the place. Bullets aren't even registering. Okay, that's enough for me. For today. One kill. All that whole match, man.